Hi everybody, welcome to G for G here on YouTube. Today we're taking a look at two things. The new DLC for Fallout Shelter and Fallout Shelter on the PC. So as you can see here, this is not an emulator or anything. This is actually Fallout Shelter being run on a PC. And what you need to do is you need to get the Bethesda launcher and then you can install it from there. Links will be up in the description. Unfortunately, so far I have not been able to get this to sync up with my progress from the mobile version. So I'm going to see if there's possibly a way to do that, but you have options here for music and sound, and whether or not you want it full screen, and if you can take screenshots. So I'm just going to leave it as windowed for now. And yeah, it looks like... I wonder if I can type it out. Vault 7. It's Vault 666. Yeah, we're going to do Satan's Vault. Perfect. Satan's Vault. Survival mode, I forget exactly what this one means. Oh, let's see. Deadlier threats, need for resources. It just means it is harder. Yeah, we'll take that off for now. So, going into Satan's Vault. God, it's even on the door. We'll just take a look at the beginning of this, and then I will move over to my Android version, which is actually in full swing. You may remember this from Fallout 3. This was on the way out of that first vault you start off in. And this is just kind of a tutorial that tells you about the rooms. So far, it is pretty much identical to the mobile versions. Screens are the same, music is the same, waiting animations here are the same. And if you happen to be old enough to remember it, it basically is Sim Tower. And there's the special. And what you have to do when you get your first dweller is that you just drag them into your vault. Okay, it wants me to drag it right to the power generator. So, I mean, this plays exactly like the mobile version, except a little bit faster and crisper. There surprisingly is not a settings button over here. There is usually a settings area where you can adjust some stuff. And I think Nuka-Cola is maybe a new premium currency. So I have unhappy people in here. So that is the rush mechanic. The rush mechanic allows you to complete whatever the room is doing super fast. However, you risk it failing. And if you fail, incidents may occur. The best thing that you can do when you are first starting off and building rooms is to try to make sure that you have enough space to make 2 and 3 size rooms over here. It will help early expansion. The ability to chain several rooms of the same type together. So always start off with the ability to at least get 2 square rooms. Here are the settings, so that finally showed up. Alright, I'm going to close out of this version, which I will probably never play unless I can get it synced up, and then I'll actually go over here to Nox, my Android emulator, and show you my normal version. I do think I am under the very pain-in-the-ass Deathclaw invasion right now. I hate Deathclaw invasions, so sometimes if I'm just playing really quick, I'm like, oh god, fucking Deathclaws, and I just back out of the game. So Cloud Sync used to be something that you had to kind of finagle in the Android version, but now it pretty much does cloud saving by default. It used to be every time I would play it on a different device, it would be like, oh, hey, you know, do you want to load it from the cloud, and blah, blah, blah. Once you do it once here, it just will start working on it. Ah, so it looks like we do have a new premium currency. It did mention about Nuka-Cola. The cash shop for this game has been really loose for a long time now. It's a fairly impressive cash shop. It's not that expensive to get some pretty cool things like Domo Arigato Mr. Robotos and pets and lunch boxes. You can... it's conceivable to not spend a dime in this game, but if you want to spend, it's very easy to get a lot of good stuff and stay, I mean, under the cost of lunch in Starbucks. It's not a very greedy game. And you have to remember, Fallout Shelter initially was designed to slake your thirst for Fallout 4 and kind of hype you up for it at the same time, but it's really taken on a life of its own and continued to be a pretty fun game. And again, I think it borrows heavily from the old Sim Tower, which was probably Maxis, if I remember correctly. Oh, I'm not under a Deathclaw attack. I thought I was. I may have chosen another device to save where it was not under the attack. I hate Deathclaw invasions. So here is my here's my normal vault. And I'm just collecting my resources as I go along. Those are med kits, that's water. That is my radio station luring another person to my vault because I have candy. And I would love to get this progress synced up to my PC version, because the PC version will probably play the fastest, other than maybe on my Shield tablet, and possibly my very newish Galaxy Tab. So it seems to be saying something here about my room. Oh! I have an overseer's office. Send crawlers on dwellers from here. Yeah, send dwellers on quests from here. Okay. I will build that. Okay, so my Chuck E. Cheese is on fire. This is... Ooh, how am I going to zoom out? I don't know how I can zoom out here on this version. This is going to be tough. Yikes, this is going to be super tough. I can't... I'm supposed to be using a touch screen over here to zoom out. Let me... Wow, I really have... Okay, so let's look at the shop. We'll discuss that really quick, and you can see how cheap things are. Starter pack, only $5. It looks like it's got a pet, a Domo Arigato Mr. Roboto, a rare dweller with okay stats, some caps, and 10 Nuka-Cola. More Nuka-Cola. 32 for $5 doesn't seem too bad. A missile truck oven for $100. But look at this. I mean, 5 lunch boxes for $4. That's really nice. I mean, 15 for 10. That's like less than a dinner out at TGI Fridays. Same thing for the pets. And, you know, pretty cheap Mr. Handies. This is a really nice cash shop. It's been one of my favorite cash shops of all time. So I'm just going to back out really quick and go back in so I can fix the zoom. I would rather not try to play around with Nox's settings right now to try a 2-finger touch. But, you know, typical of tablets and everything, if you could do a pinch and a spread with 2 fingers and zoom in and zoom out. I really think I did get a Deathclaw invasion the last time I played and just chose to go from another device's local save and get around that one because Deathclaw invasions, when your vault starts getting pretty big, they're annoying as hell. If you don't have people in your top level with really good weapons, Deathclaws will just rampage through your facilities. Raiders are super easy, especially now for me, but Deathclaws can get pretty annoying, but the good thing is I've got a full inventory of medkits to keep people healthy, and I've got enough in-game caps to res people if they die. Also, in case you've never found him, if you hear that doo-doo-doo sound, that's actually the sound of the mysterious stranger appearing in your vault. And he just, like, appears in the backgrounds of any one of your rooms. I found one once. And that's when I was like, oh, that's what that sound is for. And I've never really been able to find him since. Even when I do hear the sound and I'm aware. Alright, so I am going to build a wall. And I'm going to keep the dwellers out. No. I'm going to build a new elevator so that I can get access to that area. And so the two crafting rooms, the outfit workshop and the weapon workshop and everything, were in the most recent expansion to the game prior to this one. I don't know that I have a barber shop. I have to check. So the Nuka-Cola bottler is the one that I have. I actually have enough people outside to be able to do that. Where is... There it is. Overseer's office. Build. So it looks like it already comes as a two-piece room. And there's the little map icon, which is new. Kill the glowing rad roach and complete your training. Rewards. 15 Nuka-Colas, a lunchbox, and a steak. Assemble my team. I wonder if this pulls them off of... Ah, yes, it will definitely pull them out of their existing stuff. So, fitness center is a training room. So I can afford to get rid of her. She doesn't actually have a job. Anthony is in the athletic center. I can afford to send him. I'm picking people that are currently in training rooms rather than production rooms. And academy. That's a training room for intelligence. And these guys are all outfitted rather nicely, except for with pets. And I will send them out with some anti-rad and some medkits. We've got a level 30, a 12, and a 4. So that should be pretty good. And it looks like I'm zoomed in again. Sadly. It looks like I'm actually watching one of the people leave. Simulate touch. Oh. No, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Wow, that's like I gave the vault an earthquake. That's pretty cool. No, not what I wanted. Oh well. We'll just have to look at things super zoomed in for now. Tap the wasteland to open the wasteland quest log. So there's all the people that are waiting to get into my stuff. With Nuka-Cola Quantum, you can reach a quest instantly. Tap here to use. So it looks like they have given me free soda. No, it's gonna force me. I was hoping I could cheese it and just keep the cola. So let's see what this is like over here. Hopefully it'll reset my view too, which will be nice. Now remember, if you have a relatively decent tablet or phone, you're probably not going to have to deal with loading screens this long. This is simply because this is Android emulation on a PC. Which is why I would love to have my existing progress get synced up. But unfortunately, you can't even do Android to iOS syncing, at least last time I tried. So I guess we're maybe going to see a graphic of this happening. This is actually cool. Yeah, this game is explored by dragging dwellers to new rooms, tapping the location you want to travel to. Oh, do we have active combat here? So it looks like clicking on one dweller brings them all through. This is fun. Oh wait, can I wait? What's that? That looks sparkly and fun. What is that? Sweet stuff. Nice. Okay, cool. So there's clickable stuff over here to collect from. And I guess we're going to be going up on an elevator and doing stuff on additional floors. I gotta admit, this is certainly fun. Yep, there we go. Makes the game way more interactive than it was. I mean, it's very easy for Fallout Shelter to just go in there and, like, collect your stuff. Yeah, he got murdered. And that is probably because of the fact that one of my guys is 30. And this is the beginner quest. So, it looks like when you're trying to drag somebody, you have to make sure you get the yellow brackets around the room. Otherwise, your people just act retarded. Click on the roach when he shows up. Your people do stuff automatically. There's junk loot for the crafting rooms. Again, wait for the brackets. I had the bracket. Why didn't they go in? Go in. What is your problem? Now we're in for a real fight. Oh, is that a special version? Okay, looks like we have a boss Radroach. There's my Harry Potter wand. This guy leveled up. Wow, that's cool. You can level up while doing these. Got some Nuka-Cola. Got some Wasteland armor. Or some Merc armor. Cool, so pool cue, lunchbox, Raider armor, 348 caps, and 15 Nuka-Cola, which replaces the 10 that it forced me to use. Shame about these loading screens here. I think one of my devices that I play Fallout Shelter on might be somewhat this slow, but my Shield tablet definitely chews this game up. My Nexus 9 used to do pretty well with this game, but I think my Nexus 9's got a little bit of file system corruption on it. It's got some issues now. Sometimes the games will crash, which is kind of disappointing because I really like that device. It's got a good ROM on there too. I may have to do a complete system format at some point. Alright, so I'm actually going to collect everything. Let's see what the pool cue does. It's damage, but it's rare, so I'll keep it. This I'll sell, though. I'll sell that. And we want the trash. We'll just collect everything. The good thing is, I don't see the vault door opening, which might mean I will attract less attention from raiders and deathclaws. No, wait. Perhaps I was wrong. Here comes the team. If that piston starts to move, yep, we are opening the door. So, if you do have a high-level vault, be careful. Anytime you open and close the vault door like this, you attract attention. So if you're desperately trying to avoid deathclaw attacks, you want to be careful with this stuff. Now, I don't know if they're going to return to their jobs, or if they are just going to wander. God damn it. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to have happen. But there you go, guys. There's a look at the new Fallout Shelter DLC and the PC version. I have tweeted to Bethesda, hey, can you give us a way to sync up our progress from the non-PC versions? And hopefully they'll be able to do that. If they can't, I'm just going to uninstall PC version. I have no desire to have multiple shelters out there. But if at high speeds I can play this vault on my PC directly while I'm doing other things and play it at such good speeds, I'd be really happy. So we'll see what happens. Thanks a lot, guys, for checking out this video on G4G. Have a good one.